Check, check, check. Welcome in, everybody. We're playing an absolute spice deck today. We need to build it still, but I've got so many ideas. I've been on a very long walk this afternoon. How many steps? 17,000, actually 16,000. And we're going to be building the deck, taking it for a test run. It's focusing around Invisible Woman. She's 3 power now. Pretty big deal. Killmonger, also 3 power. Spider-Man. Professor X. Could be a vibe. We're going to try a bunch of different things. I'm also interested in like Hela with Invisible Woman, but the main one we're going to be starting off with is some kind of control deck. We actually played Invisible Woman in Sera Control yesterday, and she felt okay. But like, if we're already playing Invisible Woman, some ongoing cards sound really good because she is protecting us from Enchantress, so Cerebro makes a lot of sense. I'm having some issues with my chat here. I want to make sure my stream is in fact live. I'm just having an issue. Let me just close the chat and open it up again and see if that helps. It's okay. It's being a bit buggy, but we can work with it. All right, I've just bought the Pride bundle. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the proceeds for this go through, but of course, it's Chavez. But you already know that I'm going to buy it. And we get 155 Chavez boosters. Wow, I really needed those. I really needed those, guys. Now I have 2,300. All right. So, Invisible Woman. She's pretty bloody good, I think. I really do. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's well. That Iceman looks horrendous. It is pretty ugly, to be fair. Hey, Saint. Hey to her. It looks like my chatbot's down. Slight issue. Looks like that's why my chat's not working. Anyway, we're going to carry on, and we'll get that sorted as we go. I can see both chats just individually. Yeah, I know. 2,000 is quite a lot. I've actually seen someone with like 5,000 Chavez boosters, though, believe it or not. So, Invisible Woman is the card of the day. As is Killmonger. Like, Invisible Woman Killmonger just seems so nice for those surprise 8-cube wins. Invisible Woman also doing well in Patriot decks right now with Iron Lad. That deck's also playing Killmonger right now, the Moyen version. So this is like the main little combo, right? We can take a look at the ongoing cards. Like, the thing that interests me the most, though, is the fact that this is 3 power. I'm pretty sold on the idea of trying out Cerebro 3. Not something I've really tried, actually, in the past. Not too much, anyway. But Cosmo is a pretty nice control card, which isn't seeing much play at the moment. I also think there's a pretty good argument to play Storm. Of course, Spider-Man, Pro X, Jeff. Quite a lot of cool cards. So we're going to go Cerebro Mystique. That's going to be for sure to start off with. Luke Cage probably going to be necessary because of high Evo. It's just wrecking us too much otherwise. Bit of a shame that it's only 2 power, of course. Professor X is going to be in the deck also. That's without doubt. Is there any other ongoing cards which we can play in our deck? Blue Marvel is not an option, unfortunately. He is a Cerebro 2 card. Cosmo is an option. We won't necessarily play the Cosmo. Bast. Valkyrie. Oh, wow. Pretty exciting. Yeah, Jeff is an option. Bast, Valkyrie. Flippin' Spider-Man. The other thing which interests me is Storm. Like, even though she's only 2 power, she's not buffing up herself, right? Like, Storm is just insane in these decks. I mean, there's also a Bast, which is helping her. So Cerebro 3 just looks super legit. We also should just be considering... Magic is an idea. Yeah, Magic works. I'm not sure how good Magic is, though. We should also be considering Daredevil to have this. Perhaps. Let's look at the 3 power card, shall we? That seems like a good idea. We can also consider cards, of course, which are, you know, Hobgoblin is an option. Although Hobgoblin Bast doesn't sound that hot, actually, now I think about it. Iron Man's an option. Shadow King's an option. Shadow King's a really interesting shout, actually. We're putting it in. I've been wanting to play Shadow King for a little bit. I mean, Shang-Chi also, but Shang-Chi feels not so good right now, I have to say. I'm not sure I like the sound of Magic, though. Wave, kind of interesting. If we could wave on 5 and then slam something, but really we're going to be going like Spider-Man Pro X. So, looking in at the cards that are 3 power, we have Blade. It's just like a I mean, Debris okay-ish. But, like, Valkyrie's an option, right? Jeff does sound good. Jug is pretty good as well, potentially. Yeah, so we're going to go Valk or Shadow King, right? We're going to have to pick one. I have to say I prefer the look of Shadow King because we could play Shadow King plus Cerebro. Valkyrie, Shadow King, Invisible Woman is all pretty interesting. Where's the 8-cube machine? You're looking right at it. We're building it from scratch. I've been thinking about this deck on my walk. And yeah, I think Invisible Woman Killmonger is already farming so many cubes. But then if you've also got like a Cerebro hidden behind it and stuff, it's going to get spicy. Also like a Luke Cage hidden behind your Invisible Woman. So your opponent thinks that you're screwed and then bang. I think it looks really, really nice. I'm doing really well, thank you. Been on a nice walk. Yeah, Jeff, definitely we are going to want. We might not be playing all of these, like the Cosmo could go, for example. Valkyrie's an option, like we mentioned. And that looks like about it. But we can also play cheaper stuff. The Valkyrie is already good with Cerebro and Mystique if we don't Bast, right? Valkyrie does just sound pretty bloody good, I can't lie. But is Shadow King and Valkyrie too much? I think Shang-Chi instead of Cosmo. Yeah, Cosmo's not looking too hot right now. Valkyrie's also good with Luke Cage. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't have a big impact in this particular deck. I'm not really liking Shang-Chi at the moment, I have to say. Long time I play Arrow. Arrow? Like Hawkeye? Leech is kind of okay, to be fair. But we want to be doing like Spider-Man Pro X on 5. I like Rogue instead of Luke Cage. We're going to play Luke Cage. I think we have to at the moment because it just disrupts Cerebro too much. I mean, we don't need Shang-Chi. We have Shadow King, Valkyrie. Like, probably we should be playing one of these. I actually don't like Shang-Chi right now. It's just not been too good. Yeah, Iron Man sounds okay. Like, Iron Man's a serious option. I feel like Storm is still wanted. I don't want to put Daredevil in the deck. So then, like, Storm? Storm should just still be good in Cerebro decks, right? Because we're able to put big points in later on. Tricky one. Let's start with this. We're going to be tweaking the deck as the stream develops. Like Shadow King Valkyrie just seemed like a bit overkill. I do quite like Iron Man as well in general. It's just a solid card, right? With a Bast, with a Valkyrie. Iron Man actually just sounds very, very good here. So, let's start with the Shadow King. And then go for the Iron Man. But then we're going to be seriously considering Valkyrie. I'm pretty optimistic for this one. I'm excited. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for being here. I just purchased the Pride bundle to get myself a new Chavez. Pretty happy with that. We're getting dangerously close to having a stream schedule. I might just set like 6 PM as the go live time, which is where I've started here. Alright. We'll just take the Bast. Why not? We're not really going to be playing any of these other cards. It's going to hit Daredevil, which is a pretty nice card for us to play. One problem with Bast is the fact that we are going to be Killmongering it. Worth bearing in mind. I've also seen Blade for a turn 6. Yeah, Blade sounds pretty nice. But of course, like, it's always an option 0, like Cerebro and Mystique on 6 as well, right? I created an 8-cube machine. Hasn't actually built it yet. I mean, that's true. But I think it's funner to build it on stream, right? I could have just built it off stream. I knew exactly, like, pretty much what I wanted the deck to look like. Like, I knew I wanted Cerebro, Professor X, Spider-Man, Invisible Woman, Killmonger in particular. So... but I have now built it. Maybe the title should be Building One. But... yeah, we'll go for the Daredevil. Probably play it alongside the Bast. The Iron Man is just ridiculoly good here. Refined Cerebro. Oh, hello, Storm. We'll take it. Of course we will. Feels a little bit spooky.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay. I have a feeling we have another turn to play a card here. I'm not actually sure if that's true, though. We can go Bucky. I guess why not? And I guess we just take the Invisible Woman. We might be able to play Jeff on 6 if we go Pro X on 5. I'm feeling confident, even though we don't have Cerebro. Like, the lack of Cerebro is why this is a risky snap and maybe not the motive. But, I'm kind of hoping that they're just going to respect me enough to just concede. I have a feeling we have another turn to play into the flooding lane. To the middle. But I'm not certain. It used to work like that, but they might have changed it. Yeah, it does still work like that. Look at that. So we have all the intel with the Daredevil. I'm most interested in just the Professor X to the left, to be honest. Having said that, if I Professor X to the left, I'm actually already losing the right. So perhaps I'm not that interested in doing that. They go for the Jane Foster. Bit weird. Killmonger. Jeff is fine. I could take Iron Man to the left. I actually quite like the Killmonger because then I can put Jeff in here instead of Bass. Well, let's just play both anyway. There's like no reason not to.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
It's going to come down to a tiebreaker, regrettably, which maybe means we're not in the best spot. We have a decision to make. Oh my goodness, some subs. Oh my goodness, some subs for sure. 20 gifted from G. Kimball.
Not all dragons crave
Oh my god. Dude. I'm going to
not all dragons crave gold,
quickly mute that because it's going to get out of hand. How do I do it?
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do. Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
I don't even know how to do it. I'm going to concede, I think. How do I get flipping rid of these?
Crave gold, but I do.
It used to be quite easy to do on OBS, but I can't find the...
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do. Not all dragons crave
I am such a terrible streamer. I don't know how anything works on OBS these days.
Not all dragons crave gold,
Bruh.
but I do.
Thank you so flipping much for the gifted, mate.
Not all dragons
As I
crave
suffer, as I make chat suffer through. Oh my god, did we get a raid as well? Oh my goodness, Harry raid as well? What the hell?
Not all dragons crave
As I can't work out how to turn off my flipping alert effect. Oh my god. Kimball, what's up, dude? Gee, Kimball.
dragons crave
Thanks so much, mate. And Harry, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in everyone from Harry's stream. We just built a pile, which we're going to turn into a really nice deck by the end of the stream.
Not all dragons crave gold,
That's the plan.
but I do.
Dude, 20 gifted and a flipping raid. And we're 13 minutes into the stream. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Crave gold, but I do.
We could bast a 1. It does nothing for us, so we're not going to.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Ross Geller, eh?
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Okay.
Not
No,
all
I thought it was
dragons
over!
crave gold,
There's so many gifted subs, it's taking so long. The Wakanda's a bit of a pain with the fact that I have
Not all dragons crave gold.
the dude ready to go. Also, Stark Tower's a problem for us. We don't actually want to play anything in there. We can play the Bast in there, I suppose.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do. Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Oh my days. G Kimball, thank you so much, man. Well, we could actually Shadow King it with the Invisible Woman. Look at that. Already doing the business.
Not all dragons crave gold.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh my god, 20 more? That explains why it went on for so long.
All dragons crave gold,
Bro.
but I do.
Bro.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Pretty easy snap, innit? We've got the Professor X on the Jeff.
Not all crave gold, but I do.
All systems go.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do. Not
Did I
all
manage to mute it
dragons
yet? I didn't,
crave
did I?
gold,
I don't know why I can't mute it, bruv. I suck at streaming.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Okay, I think I did it now. Probably didn't know.
Not all
Flip!
dragons crave gold, but I
Luke Cage, do we care? I mean, Luke Cage is nice for the Bast.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do. Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Mate, look at that 8 cube farm right here.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Look at that 8 cube farm. They go Jeff mid, that's cute.
Not
Hello!
all dragons crave gold, but I do.
The Bast also buffs up. The Shadow King!
Not all
Didn't really do that much, did it?
dragons
But
crave
still,
gold,
pretty cool.
but I do.
Nice one, J Kimball. Thank you so flipping much, dude. 40 gifted is absolute... Mate, you basically doubled my sub count right now.
Not all dragons crave
And I'm so
gold,
grateful.
but I do.
Okay, I could have just hidden the alert box the whole time. Mate, thank you so, so much. I appreciate it more than you know. It's so, so kind of you. Welcome in, everybody. HGC Fresh. J Kimball with 40 gifted subs and a Harry raid. And also subbed it from for himself. Absolutely wonderful. So far, the deck's looking pretty interesting. Still some things we need to work out. We'll take the turn 1 snap. Hey, King Sammy. What's new? I bought some comic books today. I've been on lots of walks. I'm almost at my lowest weight that I've been at in a couple years. Which is good, because I've been really struggling with the weight loss recently. So that's pretty nice. We'll take the Invisible Woman opposite the Sunspot, I suppose. No real reason. Well, actually, there is a reason. We don't want to play it with the Bast, because I don't know what's showing up to the right, and Dark Dimension might get removed here. Okay. Get the Mystique copying Cerebro. But so far we have nothing at all to buff. Apart from the Invisible Woman. Oh, and the Cerebro is getting buffed. Because of Bast. Bast is incredible here. It's obviously why the Valkyrie would be nice potentially, but it's a big old commitment. We have the option of going Spider-Man to the right. It does feel a little bit excessive. I think I quite like Iron Man left. Killmonger mid on the last turn. Or perhaps Killmonger left. We might just have enough mid already. Luke Cage might be an important card to find. I think we probably have enough here. Our Iron Man's gonna go to 9. We don't need both of these, right? Just one's fine. Alright, this should be a 4-cuber. They didn't snap on us. What, DC, no, Marvel Comics, rather. Yeah, I got some Marvel Comics. Second hand. I saw them yesterday, and I only bought one, and then I was thinking about how much I regretted that overnight. So when I woke up this morning, I went for another walk to go buy some more. Unfortunately, quite a few of them got cleaned up, but I got quite a few. I wish I just bought all of them yesterday, though. Hulk goes down the middle. That's 18 points on the Hulk. While the left is secure, the big question is eyes on the middle. Do we have enough on the middle? The Mystique comes through, copying the Cerebro, buffing up the Invisible Woman and the Cerebro. Here comes the Iron Man's, because it goes left to right. Oh, it doesn't go left to right. That's weird. How the Killmonger reveals before Jeff. I guess that's just because of the order that I put them in, but look at that. Deck is looking legit, ladies and gents, so far. There's still some things that we can tweak and try and improve on, I think, with this one, but I'm pretty impressed so far. I'm also having an issue with my restream bot. It's all going wrong, so YouTube and Twitch, you can't actually see each other's chats. I'm having to read two chat. I need to make sure I'm reading both chats at once. All right, let's delete the deck and start again in classic Spessy fashion. We won't actually delete the whole deck though. I'm gonna remove the cards I'm not sure on, which is Storm. We definitely want Killmonger. Shadow King. What are we thinking? Do we want to keep the Storm? Maybe we just keep Storm. We keep Shadow King for a bit too. Valkyrie's still an option. I just think it might be a bit too expensive. Shadow King seems very legit with Invisible Woman, right? It kind of seems like the best way to use him because he's not going to reveal until the end of the game. We can take Bast on 1. We could also wait though. After turn 3 shuffle, so we'll just take it. They snap on us. Honestly, I might just... I'm tempted to run, but we'll stick it out. Cosmo, Domino. I don't think we want Domino. Rhino. Any replacement for Jeff? Definitely. Some of the cards we were just looking at. Valkyrie is an option. Jeff does seem very good in this one, though, with the fact that I've got Professor X. And Storm at the moment. My gut feeling is Storm is just good enough for Cerebro's X to be playing, particularly when we have a Bast, right? Storm is just one of the money cards, really. Blue Marvel is better in Cerebro 2 because it doesn't buff itself, it buffs everything else. So it doesn't, it's just like a normal Blue Marvel, basically. I need Bast. Yeah, Bast is a juicer. Bast is the best thing in this deck. Agreed. The other thing to consider then is Chavez. we're probably not going to go for Chavez, but she's an option. Mysterio! Guys, what if we play Mysterio, but we only play it if we bast it? Wasp is also a good point. Yeah, Wasp is nice with bast. Maybe a little bit too niche, though. Perhaps. I don't know. We can Jeff here. Do we actually want to play the Invisible Woman? We kind of have limited space, don't we? So I'm kind of leaning towards no. Because I have 4 cards moving out. 1, 2. So I'm going to have 1. I'm going to have 3 slots left. And I might Pro X. We probably do. If I Invisible Woman, though, I'm limited in the rows that I can Pro X, which I don't like. Shadow King Bar Sinister post Thorbus. The problem is that 4 is still bigger than 3, innit? Oh my goodness. So Shadow King still loses to Thor. Even though it is a nice idea. Okay, hear me out. Does Professor X actually win this lane? That's true with Cerebro. We can actually do it, right? Shadow King does beat Thor because of Cerebro. You guys are big braining it. Big respect. We're going to snap. Is this the 8-cube print we're talking about? I think it might be. Jane Foster comes through. We have a couple of options. We can go Cerebro. It's probably just better to do this, right? Is that even true, though? Cerebro is buff. I think it's better to actually just have 3 Shadow Kings, right? If we go 3 Cerebros, then my Shadow King gets buffed by not enough. We actually need the Cerebro here and the 3 Shadow Kings all at 5. Wow. This is insane. What a finish. What a deck. Jeff, that's cute. Wait, that's actually not cute. That's actually a problem. Flip! I think we got beaten by this Jeff. So I only have 1 Cerebro. Bast ain't getting buffed. I'm only getting 6 points to the left. Oh my god. Can you believe we lost? Can you believe it? We're the Shadow King of Dreams and we still lost. Wait, we didn't! We actually didn't win! The Jets just hadn't come through yet! The Jets just hadn't counted their points to the left and I was monging out. Let's go! Get absolutely Shadow Kinged on, son. 8-cube printer! I told you! I wasn't lying! I wasn't lying! Let's go! Fucking beautiful. Bloody lovely. Valkyrie also would have won the right, but she costs 5. Shadow King only costs 3. That's why I've gone Shadow King over Valkyrie, because I can play Cerebro and Shadow King together, for example. How the Duck? Don't mind if I do, why not? Yeah, there's going to be a YouTube vid on this deck, for sure. I think it's my first time playing Howard. I had him in my hand yesterday, but didn't actually... Flip! Well, I mean, we have Iron Man, so that's something. We could storm it if we feel like we have to. We should never Jeff the right in case Space Throne shows up. Because... if Space Throne shows up and Jeff is in there, we can't play another card in there. Whereas we can move Jeff into Space Throne on 6 when another card is already there. We're absolutely going to just storm. Oh, late snap. I have Iron Man Mystique. Hard to see how we could lose. Bast is a money card here. Ooh, do we do the Pro X? It's cheeky. Bollocks! We can still win if we hit Cerebro, but I only have one turn to draw it. I actually watched the Black Widow film last night, funnily enough. We'll play Widow's Bite because we just want to draw the Cerebro and that's all that matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 6. GG. I didn't really have high expectations for the Black Widow film, but honestly, I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was a pretty good film. One of the better Marvel films I've watched recently, honestly. Like one of the, like as a more recent one, I thought it was good. Just fun action. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I thought it was good. Like I preferred it a lot to like Ant-Man and the new Thor film. I preferred it to the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, to be honest. I thought it was pretty decent. But I also really like I don't know what's the actor's name that's in Stranger Things. He plays Harper in Stranger Things. He is in it, and he's a really cool actor. He's also dating Lily Allen. What a fucking legend, mate. Can you use Howard? Yeah, I would imagine. Moon Knight Season 1 was awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed Moon Knight. I actually really enjoyed Miss Marvel. At least I was enjoying it, but then they just had some really weird episodes where it just lost me. I'm going to snap again. I'm feeling pretty confident with the Cerebro, Spider-Man. Hey, Lucian, great to see you. Who's dating Lily Allen? At least they were a year ago. I can't say I'm up to date with it. But the guy that plays Harper in Stranger Things, the guy that plays the Red Baron or whatever he was called in this film. At this point, never getting VIP. One day, mate. I'll actually do it. You've got the thing. Yods empty. See you later, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I actually finished Hawkeye yesterday as well, which is weird because I started watching that show a very, very long time ago and never finished it. I had 2 episodes left. I didn't enjoy the first 4 that much, but yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Oh, they're married? Hello, it's Jordan from Love Island. Hello, Jordan from Love Island. But yeah, Lily Allen, wow, what a woman. And he's married to her. Fuck you very, very much. Flip. Fuck you very, very much. 'Cause we hate what you do. That's on time, wasn't it?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, flip!
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
What is it? What is it?
Escaped.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Mate, I've climbed so many cubes, guys, in the last day or 2. I was like ranked 90 for ages this season because I just wasn't playing. Yeah, for those that aren't aware, I was singing a Lily Allen song and Galactus just showed up right on cue. We're going to snap with Luke's bar, Dan. What do you guys think about the deck? Any changes? The fact we have Storm and Luke Cage is not something I'm loving. Alfie Allen's Reek from Game of Thrones in it. Also, Lily Allen's dad is an actor. Or was an actor. He played the Sheriff of Nottingham in this Robin Hood BBC show that I watched when I was young. Hey JHD. We have the option of going Storm. Why not? Maybe a Wasp with Bast? Yeah, Wasp does sound nice, I have to say. Also, like Yellow Jacket things we have, Luke Cage could be a shout. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. We'll just take Luke Cage Jeff. I don't need to Shadow King mid because I have Killmonger. What is it? Is a Wasp? Nebula. Bollocks. It's OP. One problem with Invisible Woman here is that I can't spiddy.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I'm not 100% sold on the list we have. I'm going to go back to the deck builder. Maybe Storm ain't it, mate. I do think we need the Luke Cage because otherwise we just lose the high Evo. I also think we want something cheaper-ish. We have Iron Man as like a point slam on 6, but most often you go like Cerebro Mystique. Something just around like the 3 cost mark. Honestly sounds fine. Daredevil we could. Nah, we definitely want Killmonger. It's like the main reason I actually wanted to play this deck. Invisible Woman, Killmonger, and they both get buffed. Killmonger's so good right now. There's so many nebulous sunspots. Baron Mordo. Yeah, Cosmo could be alright. I do think Cosmo is pretty underrated right now. And it is a control tool. Oh yeah, DC Dual Force, the beta just got confirmed to be coming out in June. I've actually got it pinned and gonna have a look at it soon. They announced a trailer, but it's only coming to flipping NA first. Like, who does that shit? So dumb. Goose? Yeah, I mean, Goose is the same issue with Storm, that it's not getting buffed, right? We don't want Nova. That's actually, Nova's an interesting shout out, but I don't think so. We could play Daredevil. Maybe we just have to play Daredevil. I don't think we need Daredevil though, honestly. We don't want armor when I play Thingamajigger. Sentinel? Sentinel is actually not a bad shout, honestly. Sentinel sounds pretty good. I was just moaning about my curve. So... yeah, I mean, Blade's fine. But I think it's more... I don't hate the Blade shout. I don't love it. I'd rather play Zero than Blade, I think. What about Absorbing Man? I don't think it offers enough. Shang-Chi, I've decided that Shadow King's better. I just don't think Shang-Chi's that good right now. It's not really Shang-Chi meta. There's not really big cards to Shang-Chi until turn 6. And Shang-Chi's good when there's big cards to hit before turn 5. Like, you're happy to Shang-Chi on turn 6, but you don't want to have to guess exactly where they are, right? Meme suggestion, Multiple Man? Honestly, it doesn't sound that bad. We're not really bothered about the raft for ourselves. More like, we don't want our opponent to get it, you know? This is looking nice. Why no Shang-Chi? I've just not been impressed with Shang-Chi this season. I actually even cut Shang-Chi from my Sera Control deck last night. Shadow King just seems better. I'm really liking the Sentinel shout. Who suggested Sentinel, guys? Who was it? Which one of you?
Opponent snapped.
Don't hate the Killmonger. Might regret that comment. Probably could have held on to it if they play Nebula, for example. Spidey's got to be safer in it.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
The lack of Luke Cage is the issue. It started off looking very positive, but right now we're struggling. Snap? I'm getting BM'd by someone playing like top meta deck. Come on, dude. Get alive. Does feel like we need Daredevil, maybe. Tricky one. The main issue is that we have to play Luke Cage when we don't really want to in this deck, but we have no choice. Hey Luffy. I'm not sure, but it seemed like Cerebro mid, Mystique left would have won it. Well, my cards mid wouldn't have buffed because they got damaged by like Cyclops and that. Which is why I decided to retreat. Throne Room is not a very good location for us. Yeah, we needed Luke Cage down on the board sooner for hopes of that to work. I mean, Nova in Mojo World is pretty bad, isn't it? So I won't snap just yet, though. I think we need to be really careful with our snaps in order to climb with this one. We can't be that aggressive with snaps. Like, we can only really snap when we have the nuts. We need to probably... Like, our win rate's not going to be super high with this one. It's more about the surprise value that we get. Shadow King also gets rid of debuffs? Interesting. Yeah, Scarlet Witch could be okay, as could... As could Rhino. But we have Luke instead, so I don't think we care that much. We could play Magic. I don't love it though, to be honest. It's just not that many points, right? I don't think we get that much value from it. We're playing a 3 power card on turn 5 and we give our opponent an opportunity to play more. That's the issue there. Do we want to take The Pro X. I kind of feel like we don't need it. Like, we can just do this. We could try. They have to play a lot of cards here otherwise. But, like, we can go Sentinel, Killmonger, for example, instead. Yeah, I'm going to decide not to go for it. Oh, Mysterio was the other card we were thinking about, right? Like, if we actually get Bast on Mysterio, it is insane. It's Doctor Doom. It's actually, well, possibly even more. So, couple of options. Option Shadow King. We of course only need one card to the right to stick. Unfortunately it can't be the Rock because Killmonger will kill it. So that rules out Iron Man. So I guess like our only real option is like this. I'm not gonna snap here. I think it's a bit too late. Ah, whatever, let's snap. Try and get some more cubes. Mika might run, but... No, it's not a retreat. I think we're in a good spot here. Like, we have lost mid, but... all eyes on the right, really. Maybe we don't have enough. Pretty easy win, I think. We actually get rid of the Nova buffs with our Shadow King. Hello! Beautiful. Shadow King did the business. Shadow King's actually kind of been star of the show so far. Shadow King, Killmonger behind it, Invisible Woman. It's not bad at all, is it? Wow, what a hand. Look at that. Easiest snap of my life. I'm really liking the Sentinel edition. Helped us a lot. We've been wasting a lot of energy before. Oh, Meek, I didn't realize it was you, bruv. GG. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. It does help out a bunch. Turn stream off, nice one, mate. If you Shadow King the real Mysterio, he makes its power 0. For real? I would love to play Mysterio here, but it's just too niche, right? Like, it's insane when we pull off Bast onto Mysterio. But it's just a dead card otherwise. Mount Island's bad. We can put the Bast there though, because we can just Killmonger it. Iron Man and Mystique both getting buffed is not bad at all. Early Killmonger looks like an option with that Nova. Okay. Looks like a similar deck to what we just played against. Sad to kill my own Bast, but we get rid of their Nova early on. They might have Killmonger access. Most likely they don't. I could have just played like a 3-power Mystique instead. So they get Hulk. It's not similar. I mean, they played Zabu and Nova. You played both those cards too, bruv. Sorry to be questioned, but can this do deck without Jeff? Yeah, absolutely, Index. Jeff's very good though, no doubt, in this one. Any suggestions? Storm, Daredevil, which of course aren't getting buffed unless you bash them, but that's fine. There's so many cards I wanted to play here. We were talking about like Blade maybe. So I'm going to go for the Mystique Jug play on the final turn. I'm assuming that Iron Man's going to be more than enough to the left with the Mer Island. And then I can get a Mystique at an Iron Man at 6 power. Ooh.
I am Iron Man.
I don't think they're catching us to the left. It's possible that they could, though. It is possible. Another line we could do is we could Mystique here and Jug here. Unless they play something like Doom, it goes to a tiebreaker, which will win with double Iron Man. Easy win! Little tiebreaker thing. Oh my god! We almost lost to the District X and Baku. The District X and Baku almost beat us. Thank the Lord. GG. How are we thinking about the list right now, ladies and gents? I'm enjoying it. Let's take a quick moment because I want to... This DC Dual Force game, which I've been waiting for, I'm actually very, very interested in it, is finally giving us some info. They said that we'd be hearing soon, June 1st, today, and they released this. I haven't watched this. I haven't watched it yet. The new digital collectible card game. Batman, Superman. I know those guys. So the way it works, I'm not 100% super familiar, but you pick 2 hero type cards as like your deck leaders almost. So, for example, we've got Harley Quinn and Batgirl, a Harley Quinn and Batgirl deck here. And then a Wonder Woman and the Flash deck.
Let's boogie.
Well, it's our first time seeing the board, I think.
Point tag. You're it.
Board is looking very interesting.
Take that, you jerks.
Easy to learn, hard to master. Sounds like a dream.
Fought well.
Solo play classic comics and earn exclusive card prizes. There's a lot of single player stuff going on with this game, but also big multiplayer focus. So a new playable comic each week, which is single player. Sign up for the beta today at dcdualforce.com. One issue. It's only flipping America, bruv. It's America, like NA only for the beta at first. Like, what? Who does that? How am I supposed to make videos, bruv? Maybe Leech instead of Professor X? I think we don't want Leech. It's a nice shout, though. I think, like, the Professor X lockdown stuff is still worth. We haven't been playing it that much in the last few games. Let's take a quick, like, little... we'll also see if there's more stuff on the website. But let's take a quick look at the board. Use a VPN. I might do, honestly. Hopefully, because I'm a content creator, I can just get in. That's what happened with Snap. To be fair, Snap Beta was also NA only at first, but I got the hookup. So I can probably get the hookup.
Let's boogie.
Okay, so the board... There's a lot going on here, innit? I can't really work out what's going on with the board here. Rank, Sakeby, it's opponent's turn. Looks like you can play 6 cards. Is this like a history? It does also seem small. This is PC only at first, right? The board has like a lot of available space. It almost looks like it's ready for mobile, but it's not coming to mobile straight away.
Point tag. You're it.
Let's see this animation.
Take that, you jerks! You fought well.
I'm going to be bashing this game, guys. I can't lie. I'm going to be making content for it, I think. I'm pretty interested. I'm just very keen for as much as I love Snap, right? As much as I love Snap, my big problem as a content creator that I have for Snap is that once a deck is built and refined, nothing really changes with that deck for a lot of months, right? Because it's only 12 card decks. That's my I love deck building. So sometimes I just want to build something new, and sometimes there's just nothing new to build, right? I would imagine that this game is not going to be anywhere near as successful as Snap, but I'm just interested. Like, if this game's really good, I'm going to be super happy to be playing a bit of both. All right, let's take a quick look. Coming this month, the beta is going live with 2 events scheduled to take place on the PC platform. Click on the beta registration link at the top nav bar to sign up. So if you guys are interested, here you go. Yeah, they don't look great, I have to say. Yeah, this is going to be a more complex game. Also less popular for that reason, right? Experience epic level combat strategy of your favorite superhero, supervillains in DC Dual Force. Well, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, so joking. Batman's probably my favorite. Team them up with a classic partner or an unusual ally to win the day. Surrounded by an army of recruits and in-game actions you've assembled, maximizing your hero's favorite unique abilities. Build your competitive skills against the AI before taking on friends and the world in PvP matches, or play through an ever-growing list of comic adventures available in PvE solo play, earning prize cards all along the way. No matter your playstyle, DC Dual Force gives you the chance to unleash your dual power. Discover and build around your ultimate duo. Spider-Woman and Wonder Woman, surely they'll play amazingly together. Superman and Wonder Woman. But what if you cross Superman with the Joker? A little mic'd mix of mayhem could just be the key for victory. Deliver insane combos when your favorite characters team up. Couple Hal Jordan and the Lantern's ability to generate special powers with the legendary gadgets of the Batman, and you could have a combo recipe built to overwhelm your opponents on opponent. Okay. Solo play, classic comics, and earn exclusive prizes. With new purple comics each week. Earn special cards, emotes. Ooh, special cards. Interesting. Emotes, cardbacks, and other cosmetic items by playing through classic DC comic adventures at your own pace, reliving great moments, or experiencing them the first time through gameplay. Pulled from the pantheon of great DC comics throughout its history, DC Dual Force will deliver new playable experiences each week, so you always have something new to play. Really cool idea. Big fan of that. I know that the single player mode on Runeterra was super, super successful. Represent your favorites in every match. With access to all the great comics in DC history, DC Dual Force can deliver amazing custom card backs and other cosmetics that allow you to show off. That's really, this card back looks super cool, mate. This Joker. That is like, damn. That's a serious card back. Really, really nice. Looks like there's emotes as well. Cool. Experience a digital CCG that is easy to learn and fun to master. DC Dual Force unique metal-based reward system makes it easy to know what you can play and when. I would imagine that's mana. Your 2 stacks of resources evolve every turn from bronze to silver to gold. The more valuable the metal, the stronger card you can play. No math is required. That's not ideal. But the strategy and tactics you design decks around to maximize the potential of each resource makes it so your creative, competitive opportunities are endless. Awesome. I'm very excited. Let's play some more Snap. What do you guys think? Yeah, I've already spoken to them, kind of. I've got a contact. Mika, don't be stream sniping me, dude. I'm just going to beat you again. You've been warned. We'll play the Bast on 1 just for the Iron Man. It's worth. Iron Man with Bast is just obscenely good with the Cerebro. Don't know how the board looks. It does look pretty ugly, I can't lie. I don't have like high I'm really excited for it, but I don't have high hopes, if that makes sense. But my hopes of like, I've started to be more hopeful for it because I'm basically just really wanting a new CCG to dig my teeth into. And DC's cool. We'll play Sentinel because then on 5 I can go Jeff Sentinel. DC Universe is not. Batman is. Very popular, but DC in general, not so much. The Flash film coming out this month is like, they're doing a reboot though of like the DC cinematic universe. Because they did like Batman and Superman right together, and it flopped. Perhaps I should have gone some more Sentinels to the left, so then I could Pro X left. Sure. Anyone know the deck size? I'm not sure. I don't think we know yet. Maybe it's 40 cards, actually. Off the top of my head, if I had a gun to my head and had to say a number, 40 cards. Or maybe 30. I think it's around that kind of mark. But I'm not sure if we actually know. Yeah, the Flash's movie is a Batman movie. That's what the trailer looked like. I saw the trailer when I was watching Guardians 3 at the cinema. And it basically just looked like lots of Batman. Not much Flash. Looks good, though. Yeah, Shadow King mid, that's a good point. Sera doesn't make much sense for them. Wouldn't be surprised for them to play a Killmonger here to free up space. Don't have Jeff any suggestions? Daredevil? Storm? Blade maybe? Zero perhaps? I must say, Jeff has been smurfing though in this one. Let's go Killmonger Shadow King. They haven't played the Hood or anything like that, have they? So actually, maybe the Killmonger's not necessary. It's just if they have a 1-drop, we could. Luke Cage is also a consideration because we could add some more points here, but they just concede anyway. But yeah, we're also due to have Conquest mode in June, so it's an exciting month. We've got Creator Clash UK around the corner, happening in 3 weeks. I'm also going to Portugal in between that, so it's a busy old month for me, that's for sure. I'm going to be in Portugal for a week or so. Little holiday. It's going to be my first like beach holiday since in like 9 years, mate, so very excited. I've also tracked down an internet cafe that's there. So I have the potential of streaming. Might do a couple streams while I'm out there to make some content. Start with Sentinel. Maybe it was better to go Invisible Woman because I would quite like to play the Killmonger next time. I think I should have gone Invisible Woman. I wanted to play Sentinel just to like even out my curve a bit more. But I think it was a bad life choice. Certainly was. Not liking the look of Crimson Cosmos, to be honest, either. I could see us Professor Xing. It's a late Deadpool, but they have a lot of points. Killmonger, very interesting. Shadow King to the left, very interesting. Might just try a random Pro X to the right on 5 if they don't play anything here yet. We could of course find Cerebro or Jeff to add more points there. Risky snap. Certainly is a risk. I mean, the Shadow King to the left is just unbelievable, Jeff. The right is secure. We do have initiative here, So we have a couple of options. Option 1 is Jeff to the right. Option 2 is Killmonger mid. The Shadow King strikes again. It's so good, man. Could have actually lost, right, if they went depth and left. Oh yeah, I forgot we played Miko. Did we beat them? I don't even remember that far back. Waste my tokens on mediocre tribunal. Rip. Went from 68 to 52. Uh-oh. It's a state cube machine. It is, Jordy, yeah. It's been doing very well for us. I'm having a lot of fun with it as well, which is also important. We have won quite a few 8 cube games. We've won a lot of 4 cube games. We'll take a look at the stats after this game. We have been tweaking it as we go. The deck's definitely improved the more we've played with it. Bit of a bummer. Not really convinced I want to take a Mystique on a Luke Cage. Doesn't look like it's that big of a deal.
Enough said, bub. Oh, snap.
Well, I was actually planning on that's not good. That is not good. I wonder, like, if Professor X is in Clintar, if it can all... I would wager that it can still. Everything, like, I would imagine that Professor X does die, but I don't know. Maybe not. Merge is a Merge is a weird word, isn't it? To be honest. Cerebro draw gives us license to do this. Okay, turns out Professor X can actually die, guys. The more you know. Today I learned.
Escaped.
Merge. This location is weird. The fact that Professor X just disappears when it says nothing can leave. Bit sussy. He didn't die, he transformed. I mean, I also called that I would imagine that he does die, but I wanted to test it. Worth losing a couple extra cubes, right? To learn. Oh, snap. I ain't seen Ego in so long, mate.
This is my domain.
Guys, please give the stream a like on YouTube. It helps out a lot. We're in for an 8 cube ride here, potentially. I don't exactly feel confident that Ego is going to pilot our deck very well, though. I must admit. Nice. Luke Cage would be a really nice card with Necrosher on the board. It plays for so many points. That's not good for our Cerebro. Oh my god, Shadow King removes his own buff. Wow. It's looking good, isn't it? I have to say. Okay. Honestly, not so bad. The Luke Cage being hidden in Wakandan Embassy is pretty cute. Hot damn! What a play.
Enough said, bub.
That's actually OP. Where did that come from? Luke Cage surprise reveal. We're losing right already? Rip. No, there's no points. I think we're good. Oh, damn. Ah, looks like we're good.
I am Iron Man.
The surprise! 8 cubes! This is what Invisible Woman does, man. The surprise factor. Oh. Yeah, it's still 8 cubes. I thought I was winning mid, but it was only a tie. Wow. Nice. Alright, time to look at the stats. I think we've done pretty well with it. I don't know how much we've actually climbed. We had like a rough patch in the middle, but overall, for an off-meta deck, it's done very, very well. 17 plus cubes. Have we only played 14 games with it? It feels like we've played so many more. But like, look, compare it to Sera. It's done a lot better. A lot better. Deck is definitely decent. Luke Shadow King is buff back? For real? Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even notice though. Do you guys want to see the comic books that I bought last few days? Okay, Nebula, we've got the Killmonger. Invisible Woman plus Killmonger is the biggest selling point of this deck for me. It's what really inspired me to go for it. Yeah, I'm excited for Luton in the Prem. I went to school with a guy that's a Luton fan as well. Yeah, I think the DC game will be more skillful than SAP. I would imagine. I would imagine it's more complex. The decks are bigger as well, which also means that there's more skill involved in the deck building aspect of it, right? It's just a high skill ceiling. But I also think the game's going to be worse than Snap. And I also think it won't be as successful as Snap. Yeah, there's no Cosmos, exactly, which is often a big counter to Invisible Woman. How about Everton? Oh, mate, let's go. Not relegated. What a feeling. Hey, Sashan, great to see you, mate. Daredevil gets to see, even if you play in the Invisible Woman lane, it gets to see... Oh my god. Oh! Yes! We were just talking about how Cosmo was not around, and then flipping Asteroid M. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic, mate. Unfortunately, I don't have many good players. They're losing so many points mid. I have to surely play something mid. Mystique mid and it'll move to the right. Oh, you're a genius. You're a flipping genius, mate. We should just, like, play the Bast here. Oh, we can't. Rip. Well, Bast is pointless to play then. The question is, do we move Jeff? Yes. They beat us left, but we get the win. Unless it's Doom.
I am.
Doom might be a problem for us. We still beat that. Amazing. Great shout on the Mystique. It didn't actually end up mattering, but great shout nonetheless. Beautiful win. What an interesting game.
Victory.
Mate, Yeremin is such a lad. He's leaving though, unfortunately. Feel bad for Leicester. I like Vardy. Yeah, I also really like Vardy. Playing Diablo 4? I am not. I'm not playing anything apart from Snap right now. A bit of chess, actually. I haven't played chess this week much, but last week when I wasn't streaming, I was slamming a bunch of chess. The Hoogmeister. Alright, let's see if we can beat the Hoog with this spice. We have the option of Basting now to hit Iron Man. Could have gone for it, but I'm going to assume that we probably get a better time to Bast. For example, next turn, if we don't hit a 2-drop. About 50% that we do hit a 2-drop. Is it funny doing a Spider-Man point when I play Jeff against Jeff? I think so. I think that's hilarious. I mean, he's played nothing the first 2 turns. Why not? We have a curve. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm scared. I'm officially scared. We don't really have a good hand. The Hoogmeister is more of a retreater usually. With such early snaps. Okay. Pretty cool play. I don't like the Killmonger here. Spidey obviously would have been very nice. We're probably going to go for like left mid. Left and mid, that is. I guess we take the Iron Man. $18 stats to the left. Should be enough, shouldn't it? We can't move Jeff anymore.
I am Iron Man.
Not the best card to hit, I fear. The Dark Hawk is looking whack, though, isn't it? I don't see us staying in this one, unfortunately. He gamed us. GG. Hard overcommit to the left. He got us good. Still use it for the video though. This is also like the snap was like I'm only snapping because I'm up against Hoogland. Was that kind of snap? Yo, Nuno Business, thanks for the follow. I decided to snap here because I have Sentinel on a District X game, which just means I have a smooth curve and stuff to play all the time. If you play Cerebro Freeze, Multiple Man, and Dot Strange, it does sound fun. That is true. It is true that does sound fun. Is there any other move cards which are 3 power? Like that we could actually move Multiple Man with? Shadow King looking very nice mid. Cerebro seems like a pretty bad decision in a District X game. I think I'm just going to go for the Sentinel here. Oh, Shadow King! As long as all 4 of our cards in Strange Academy don't go mid, we can Shadow King on 6. We're actually still in Cerebro range as well. Mr. Negative District X. Doesn't sound great, that, I'll be honest. But you never know. Could get lucky. Why'd I go for Centaur instead of Lizard? Because I still have the option of going Cerebro. And also, if I play Sentinel, then I still have the option of playing, like, Sentinel and Lizard at a later point, right? Okay. I don't really care about this. Looks like we want to hold our Cerebro until the last turn, though. We also don't want to play anything left, and we also don't want to kill the Bast. We actually want to go in with our say, so my Shadow King gets max value. Which puts us in an awkward spot. We can therefore Cerebro, I suppose. While it gives up some of our... it gives up some intel. It's a way for me actually playing good cards. I guess I can Cerebro Shadow King on the last turn, so maybe I just go Killmonger Sentinel. But I don't want to Killmonger Sentinel because of this. Tiebreaker situation is... I'm at 11-17. They're at 7-21. Yeah, that's fine.
Wind, aid my hand.
So we're just going to play Wasp to the left. It's probably not going to win, unfortunately, the left. But hoping the Cerebro catches them off guard, which it most likely surely will. Namor, unfortunately, can't play. So we're adding 6 stats to the right. We're at 17 to the right. Of course, their Mr. Negative is just giving them random cards off District X. But they could high roll. And the decision to hold the Cerebro until turn 6. Important for that surprise value. Because they might just play like 5 stats to the right as opposed to 12 or 11, whatever it is. I think 11. And Shadow King also just popping off on the Angel of the Bishop. This deck has exceeded my expectations so far, particularly the Shadow King. The Shadow King, this is the first time I've played the card and liked it even slightly. And I'm actually absolutely loving it. I do also want to check out Shadow King in Silver Surfer, but I think this is where its real home is. Silver Surfer, it's pretty difficult to make the justification for it. Shadow King is setting all cards here to their base power.
Victory.
Previously, it was a 4 energy card. Yeah, I did actually know that, Salamander. I keep forgetting to change it. Thanks for letting me know. Yep, this is the 8-cube machine. We built it on stream from scratch. And I'm very impressed by it. Start running Shadow King your server list prior to High Evolutionary because all you ever played against was Pounce. Yep. Gonna watch Spideyverse movie? When's it out? Abso-fucking-lutely. Best replacement for Jeff? That's a good question. Lots of people have been asking. I'm not sure. We can go to the deck build after this game and I can actually give you an answer on that. It's out tomorrow? Damn. Maybe I'll go watch it tomorrow, actually. I'll hit up my friend, see if he wants to hang. Maybe have the night off tomorrow, have a long weekend of streaming. I'm super keen. I might even watch the first one again tonight then. I only watched the first one like not even a year ago, like 6 months ago.
My hand.
Bit weird to storm when Stranger Cat... I didn't think I played Killmonger there. Hence my very surprised reaction. Looks like we're in a good spot. All sinners are fully booked where you are? Rip. Maybe I won't then. I'll have a little look. Our cinema's not that popular and it's pretty big. Like, for the Guardians, there was like so many showings on that evening. When Guardians came out. Alright, we just need to make sure we have enough mid, which we surely do. I suppose that... Oh, that's unlucky for them. They could have competed more. We lose to Doom. Fair enough. GG. Got book 'em ASAP? I'm going to message my friend then. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Rhino Magic are fine. I think if I couldn't play Jeff in this one, maybe like... I actually don't know still what I think is the best. You absolutely can play this deck without Jeff. I don't think there's any cards which are like... Having a way of getting points into locations which are locked off would be good. Jug could be okay. Feels like this deck already has a lot of stuff you want to play on turn 6 though. And Jeff is like a nice card to play before turn 6, right? If you miss the Sentinel in particular. Killmonger onto Kitty Pryde is already popping off. I'm not really sure what to do with the Cerebro, though. I must confess. I could see us going Cerebro here, and then next turn we can go Sentinel Mystique to the left. It's going to be a struggle to really get enough points to the left, though, isn't it? I think Invisible Woman would just fill it, yeah. Because when a card is played here, yeah, she would just fill it. Oh, they just concede. Okay.
Victory.
It was weird with Morag. Let's try and get a nice Chavez variant for the Pride Chavez, which we just got. Nice splits rather. I have 1 million boosters, of course, for her, so... Well, 2,300 to be precise. The thing is, I really love the background on this card. Like, I almost don't want to upgrade it any further. The background seems so nice on this card, like, having a gold effect almost feels like a waste. The background's like the nicest thing about it, right? But we're going to go for it still. We'll still have this original an infinity border. I don't love infinity borders generally, though. I don't really like that many of the more flashy borders. My favorite border is the common border. Because I'm a weirdo. I'm drawing a new card. There we go. Ghost! Hello! Alright. Is this Series 4, right? Or is this Series 3? Let's do this. It's Series 3. I imagine at some point you'll be able to choose what effect it has on it. Like the border anyway. Back-to-back cards! No! Pog? It's like the best opening ever, mate. Look at this Ironheart. My, Damn. That's my first Ironheart variant too. Alright, let's keep the streak up by getting a sexy Chavez. That's an awesome variant. I really like Ironheart as well. I think she's a very underrated card. She is really good in my opinion, particularly when you have a Bast. Hello! First try. Oh, baby! It's the first try. We get gold. Bit of a lame bubbles effect. I have 2,000 boosters left. I'm going to keep going, mate. We're going to keep going, guys. See how nice we can get it. Oh my god, what is this opening? Dazzler! She's Series 3 as well, right? What the hell? What the flip? Now we won't get a card for like 2 years, bruv. Dazzler's due a buff soon, innit? Next patch, you'll get a rework, I think. Is he the luckiest snapper? Well, the way that it works is you have, even though it looks like I just got 2 back-to-back, basically what's happened here is on this one I went so long, this one I went so long without getting a new card. It's like blocks of 40 or so, right? Like every 40 cards, you're guaranteed a new one. Something like that. Every 40 caches. So this was probably my 40th cache. Then we got a variant, and then on my second one, I got this. But yeah. We won't keep the luck up, unfortunately. Rip. Back to Back to the boring split. Boring things. Which no one cares about. Alright, let's see if we can get another nice Chavez though. The quest for the nicest Chavez split possible. Hey, Junkhead. I think the gold is going to be nicer than Noir on this one. I just want like a nice particle effect thingy-majigama-bobber. You get me? Hello! Okay. We're not interested in that. Go again. And remember, my philosophy with splits is once I get one I'm super duper happy with, I leave it common border. Because that's like, that just means it's not being touched again, right? You know, it's like the final product. So if we get like a really nice Noir one, I don't feel good upgrading a nice Noir to a beyond common border. Common border is just where I draw the line. It's like, yep, I'm done. Like my Spider-Man here is common border, my favorite Chavez split that I have on the normal one. My Lockjaw I left at common too. Boom! Third time. It's another gold. It's not the best particle effect again though. High rolling to get two golds out of 3 is a high roll though. These are the 3 so far. We're gonna keep going till we run out of credits. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a lovely day. We'll be back to the Q printer shortly, once we get the sexiest Chavez variant in the world. Getting those tokens ready for the movement season, of course. Alright. Almost ready for split number 4. I think it's most likely we're going to get just some kind of rainbow thing, right? It's 20% to get a non-rainbow. Oh, I thought that was the split, but that was just a shitty avatar. Here we go! Oh! It's a Noir, but I don't like the flipping green shit, man. I want it to be perfect, so we're going to keep going. My goodness, how are we getting so lucky? I might be getting so lucky because I have so many Chavez splits. I don't know. Is that a factor? I don't think that's a factor. This thing just ruins it, this green thing. I also prefer the gold, to be honest. Like, this card is looking a lot better in gold. So even if I get like a Noir with a really nice background, I might just keep upgrading it. The gold is where it's at, right? This card blacked out just doesn't look that good. Whereas the gold on this card looks sick. Yeah, like I also just prefer the normal art, the normal background's awesome compared to the blacked out one. Like the best thing about this card is the colors. The Iceman looks nice inked. I'm not really a big fan of that variant personally. How long did I save up? I'm not sure. A few weeks. I also just used to open them all at once, but I've started hoarding them more recently just so I can do little things like this. Really make a little YouTube short out of this all. Bollocks. Misclick. Hello! Split 5! Lame. It's the worst one yet. I'm gonna keep going. Last chance. Oh, no. We have a few boosters left for her. Just 1,500 left. This one might be gold. This one might be. Come on. I mean, in fairness, we've got very lucky with two golds in the first 3. Oh, another sexy variant. Let's go. Can't say I played Death much, but actually, Destroy decks are potentially on the menu for later on today. But maybe not with Death, with like Nimrod. I'm very intrigued by Nimrod. I wanted to play some Nimrod yesterday, but the hot location was so bad with it. Mate, this has been such a good opening. This is the best opening I've ever had, I think. Time to get Galactus! Imagine. One day I'll get Galactus. I'm never going to buy him, so the only way I ever actually get him is if I flip in high roll him. Not going to happen. High evolutionary, mate. For sure. Here we go! Split 6! I think. Maybe I lost count. Damn, that ugly. The first one is the best looking one so far, isn't it? This might be the last one. We're out of credits, really. Maybe we just get some from this. Easy. I'm probably not going to spend gold on credits because it's just inefficient. I'll just save I'm saving gold for collector token bundles, and I've started buying some variants I really like recently. I also do get like a gold every month for free off second dinner, part of the creator program. I think it's 2,000 gold, which is really nice because I'm not spending money on the game recently. Apart from I did buy this bundle. It's the first time I've actually spent money on the game in a couple months. I think that 50 credits is just what we need. Oh no, we didn't even need it. All right. Here we go. The last split we have enough for, unless the collective reserve gives us a bunch more credits. The last one we have enough for. Can we get the promised Golden Chavez with the Kirby Crackle? This is the nicest one we got, though. We'll leave this at common for a while until I get some more credits, and then we'll try again. Like, the white with the... Yeah, this is the best one we got. So, we ended on a high, at least. Let's take a look at all the Chavez splits that we got. I mean, if you're interested in all the ones I have total, look at this thing, by the way. My goodness. This is my favorite one that I have. This is like my Spider-Man matching. This one's also really cool. The Kirby Crackle. But I really like the base variant. I have to say, this is really nice. It's a shame you can't get like the normal background with just some kind of effect over the top. This one's actually pretty nice. This one's also nice, to be fair. I just don't like the green. The green looks better though with the infinite border on it. Yeah, this is my favorite one though. Alright, let's go back to the cube printer. Probably going to do a little intro for that actually after this game as well. It's just like a YouTube short intro. Ooh. Interesting. It's got to be a snap. We have Spidey Pro X. GG. We can't lose. Nice. What could I replace Jeff with? Let's actually answer that question too indefinitely. Yeah, I was begging to get Enchantress there. I thought about it just as I locked it in. Okay, a couple things we're going to do. I'll do a quick YouTube short intro. I've saved up so many credits that I wanted to... America Chavez is my favorite card in Marvel Snap. I've got 2,000... Let me start one more time. I've got over 2,000 boosters for America Chavez, and there's no variants I like for her. Until today, the $5 Pride bundle has come out with a Chavez and Iceman variant, and I decided to spend all my credits I've been holding up, around 8,000, to try and get the best Chavez split I possibly can. I'm looking for a gold background with a nice Kirby crackle effect. Let's see if we can get it. Cool. And now let's answer the question of what can you play if you don't have... Let me just write that down. Timestamp. If you don't have... Jeff, what can you play? I think the best card... Cosmo is pretty interesting to me. I think Cosmo could be legit. Debris not that bad, honestly. Probably not... Nah, not Debris. Jug's actually pretty decent. You could play Leech. Probably don't want to play Leech of Spidey. You could go Daredevil. You could go Blade. Scarlet Witch. There's honestly so many things you can play. If I had to pick, I would say maybe Daredevil. The way it just restarts with no hesitation, like a news presenter, like a new presenter. New presenter or news presenter? Yeah, news. We have a better time to Bast, I'm sure, later on. We're not going to want a Spidey on 4. Like, now. We'll take the Bast now. We don't have a good card to play on 3 here, though, so... Kind of interesting. Spidey does sound nice into Nidavellir. Although I have Iron Man there, so perhaps that's just not true. Feeling a bit awkward about my decision making here with the Klein. Not happy that I played it. As I said, Scarlet Witch is bad, don't play her. I don't think she's very good. Yeah, she's an option though, but yeah, I wouldn't play her. I'd play Rhino over her. Doctor Doom is a concern. I'm looking at Shadow Kinging mid, I think. I'm going to go Mystique Shadow King. Hit the Thor down. Although, having said that, I'm going to have initiative. So Iron Man has so many points. Yeah, sure. Shadow King sets all cards to their original base power. So it hits things like Angela down to 0. It hits like Bishop down to 1. Jeff replacement is going to be Daredevil probably. You've got a bunch of options though. This is really nice because we don't get initiative here.
I am Iron Man.
Oh, we do. Bollocks. Ah, Jeff, hello. That is surely interesting. Now they snap, which strongly suggests they are going to Doom. Unfortunately, Jeff is not actually enough. I'm going to have to retreat. I just misplayed big. This is a bad game for me. Let's just move on and forget about it. Easy. Invisible Woman is feeling amazing in this deck. Absolutely brilliant. This is a really nice variant, isn't it? Yeah, Cerebro 3. Unfortunately, with a random Luke Cage, but it's necessary because of all the high Evo. I need a little bit of value of Bast. Actually, the fact that it also you know, puts Luke Cage to 3. Maybe it's a bit more value than I'm giving it credit for, but as you can see, it was worth holding on to. Interesting. Baston to Cerebro is a bunch of points. A Bast of their own. Collector as well. Bast and Collector in the same deck. It's got to be Bounce. It's the only option. And my Shadow King is therefore licking its lips. Metaphorically, as is Killmonger. Invisible Woman would be a great option here. Yeah, Valk is a serious consideration. I decided not to go for it because I found it might just be a bit too expensive and a bit awkward. Because we can only ever really play Valk on turn 6, and it's going to be Valk and only Valk. Like, I don't play many 1-drops, right? So I decided it was too top-heavy, and Shadow King is basically doing a very similar job. The Invisible Woman Killmonger Wombo combo. Just incredibly good. We also didn't want to get initiative here. It was very important. We do have a decision over where we Shadow King. But I like Shadow King to the left, I think. Maybe Jeff mid. I don't think we want to bother competing at the right. It could still be a loss, but we're going to go for it. It's going to be exciting. All eyes on the Hit Monkey, really. We want to see Hit Monkey left. Ah! I think we don't have enough. Killmonger moves. Without the Killmonger move, we would have been fine. GG. Should be a good matchup, usually. You need Zero Blade and Armor. Armor and Killmonger in the same deck. Yeah, I just don't think Valkyrie's worth it. Like, Bast just does what she does, but better. Killmonger's knives went into Sera a second. I didn't see that. Okay, we gave them our deck. Our deck's kind of bad. Although they're playing Rocket Raccoon. When I say our deck's kind of bad, I mean in a sense where it's like... There's lots of pieces of it which are bad individually, but they all add up to create a big sum. I saved it, guys, right? Did I save it? Do you see a balance nerf soon? Honestly, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. This card needs to get nerfed. I can't believe they printed it at this. It still makes me mad. I would quite like a Sentinel, I have to say. I can just Shadow King the Nebula. Any rumors or news regarding drop list? I don't know. Probably. Marvel Snap Zone's a good place to look for that kind of thing. Okay. Pretty interesting. Oh my god, Zane, 8 minutes ago subbed. I didn't realize. Dude. I turned off my alerts earlier because I got bombarded with a bunch of gifted subs. And it just went on for hours. Saying thank you so much, mate. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. I'm chilling. Let's Polaris, the Nebula. The problem. Oh, they have Nightcrawler. Maybe let's not do that then. Let's just Polaris here. It's kind of good stats. What's our alternatives? Maybe we go JJ. Let's go JJ and then Spidey mid. Oh my god. Pretty interesting if we manage to actually move the Nebula now. I feel like we have to go for it, mate. Because if we manage to Polaris this Nebula and we just don't play anything mid on the last turn, it's going to buff. We should have gone left, but my JJ just winning the 1 in 4. Yeah, so if we Polaris the Nebula.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Come on. No. Heartbreaker. I mean, it doesn't look like we're in a particularly bad spot, in fairness. The question is, do we play Drax or not? Or do we just put all our stats right? We're pretty far ahead here. I would imagine we're probably losing this one. Seems like our only line is that they go mid and Drax does the business, but they go hard right, as I kind of anticipated that they might. GG. My deck, too strong. Any option to not play Luke in this deck and meta? I mean, you could not play it and just accept that. Like, actually, there's a serious option not to play it, because when you play against High Evolutionary, you know it's High Evolutionary before the game starts, right? So you can actually just lose 1 cube against High Evolutionary. It might be correct not to play Luke, honestly. I could see it. Then the other thing, though, is that, like, Necroshar and these kind of locations are going to be a problem for you. I can definitely see not playing Luke. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I kind of like it. We could get rid of Luke, the more I think about it. Do you see that it's High Evolutionary straight away, or is that not true? You're going to realize early on. You see High Evolutionary when it's in your deck, but maybe you don't see it when it's in your opponent's. I don't think we saw the animation here, did we? Shurizab's really bad for us. But it's good for... It's good for Shadow. I guess it's not that bad. I can Shadow King it, right? Oof, Scorpion's very good. Shadow King kind of helps. Shadow King with Invisible Woman popping off here. Because we hit them down, and it also cancels out the Cyclops, although I have the Luke for that. I'm going to snap here. Because I can play a card after the Shadow King now, and then those guys are going to double still. We'll take the Spider-Man. We'll take the Bast. Maybe Spider mid was just a bit safer because of Grand Central in case they hit Hulk. Shadow King will get doubled after you play on Shurizab? Yeah, we're just not going to go for Thingamajiggamabobber. Why Bast left? Why not, basically? Our bass won't activate? Okay, that's why not. Yeah, okay, that was just a huge misplay.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think the Spidey was also better mid, so this turn was horrific from myself. Actually not so bad. The lack of bast is such an issue here, isn't it? What a donut. What a thrower. We just can't win from here, can we? I just completely fucked it. We'll ask them to snap. They might retreat, guys. Copium. The question is, does Shadow King reset itself? Two, 4. Oh, yeah, but Cage won't let them. This bass positioning, man. I messed up, guys. It's not the first time today. Invisible Woman is just kind of one of those cards which it can happen if you're not focused enough. So, feels bad that I lost focus there. We had the win. The Nexus is good for us with the Iron Man. Sentinel's a sad card to lose out on. Easy game, easy life. Even if they Spidey, we should still be fine. We have the Spidey and X.
Friendly neighborhood
Oh, sure enough.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Daredevil shows up. I don't want to Pro X then, really. I don't have that much I want to do, though. I mean, Pro X is just bad with the Nexus anyway. Well, Killmonger just seems fine, right? And definitely Jeff. Seems okay, actually. Dr. Octopussy? Uh-oh.
I am Iron Man.
It's the best we could have hoped for, but you've just got to imagine that they can put more points into the Nexus than I can. I'm putting 12 points in. That might actually be okay. 12 points is not bad. It's also adding more mid. Get in! Let's go!
Victory.
Sheesh! Let's go, mate. Fucking get in there, you little wanker. What a feeling. What a feeling! Oh, is there any nice cards in my shop, by the way? It's a nice beast. That's an ugly baby. I think this is ugly. Baby Thanos is pretty lame. They could have had such a better baby Thanos. This is like the worst variant in the game. Pixel Morph. It's a nice Bucky. If you guys have got any cool deck ideas, let me know. We're going to play another deck later on, but for the moment, I'm really enjoying this one. I want to keep slamming it for quite a while. Pretty interested in Nimrod. I think Nimrod is quite underrated. Staring at Pixel Morph in your collection. Sorry for your loss. Nah, the Luke Cage seems worth it, doesn't it? There's so many high evos. Okay, so this is their Galactus lane. We should probably just stack this lane, right? And Spidey it. Seems like the most reasonable approach. Ongoing Spectrum Destroyer. Not super interested in it, but I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea of it. High Evo Valk. That's actually a pretty cool idea. The main issue is that you want to slam Hulk on 6, right? That's a cool idea. I rate that one. We're going to snap. They can only Galactus left. Leader's kind of good now. Leader is pretty good, yeah. Wave on 5 and then lead on 6. Yeah, that sounds pretty flipping good. Thanks. Thanks for the suggestions, guys. It doesn't really look like Galactus, does it? You're right, but that's fine. I have a good hand. Nimrod to the right is quite likely here, which is why I've gone Spidey. Because they have Wolverine in this location already. Nice.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So I can go Sentinel, Invisible Woman, Jeff. Probably just play all 3 of those. Just need to consider the distribution. I think we just play 1 card to the right, and then this. This seems the most reasonable, but perhaps we want to put 2 to the left. Yep, we were losing with a card to the middle. Luke Cage also, by the way, winning us this one with the sewer system. Beautiful. You can play this deck without Jeff. Jeff does feel very, very good though.
Victory.
There's so many options. I don't have a definitive option of what I think is like the definite best. It's pretty hard. Pretty hard to say, but yeah, you can play this one without Jeff. But Jeff is obviously great. Like, it's just a good card and it fits the deck anyway. Master Mold Ronin? I don't have Master Mold. He's poor Forster, I think, right? Baron Mordo is garbage, unfortunately. But yeah. If I had to pick, Daredevil is an option. Maybe it's not my top suggestion, though. Just something, just 3 power, probably. Oof. How do we go about this one? I think we just don't play the Sentinel, right? Maybe we can find Bast.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
We did just get Ghost, so we could see if there's anything we're interested in doing with Ghost. I'm not really sure that there is, I must confess. Ready to concede her. If you're watching on YouTube, please do give the stream a like. It helps out a bunch. I appreciate you. It's a weak turn. The Hulk is huge for them, though. Not interested in staying around in this one. Slow roll.
Escaped.
It's going to be the key with this one. Like, your win rate's not going to be super amazing, I think, overall. Guys, I'm also still thinking of changing my overlay. I'm really considering it. What do you all think? Just go for like a more classic? Doesn't seem like a cube printer to me. We've been doing very, very well with it. We only lost a cube that game when we low rolled to high. How long have you been here for, Leif? You can't judge a deck after hitting Wakandan Embassy as Cerebro. It's like, we lost a cube. Who cares? I wouldn't play Armor. We're playing Killmonger. I think Armor sounds like a big mistake. Killmonger, obviously the card we're looking for, but Shadow King's okay here. Don't want to fill my hand too much. High Evo Magic combo She-Hulk Infinite. Nice. Yeah, maybe like Shocker. Shocker's actually a very interesting card that I do want to experiment with. Not used it at all yet. Hey Raven, great to see you, mate. I'm kind of not that interested in high Evo decks right now though, just because they're not doing that well on YouTube because a lot of people don't have access to it. We're snapping and going for Spidey, followed by Spidey.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It's clobbering time.
We're still really just hoping for the old Killmonger because Sunspot can... I mean, Shadow King should be enough, but Killmonger's a lot better. Luke Cage, a nice find for mid. I'm not going to draw a card, am I? Also, therefore, there was no reason not to go Pro X as a misplay.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Man. The Killmonger. So we can go Shadow. We need more points to the left still, though, which we don't have. And this might do it, though, right? I get 2 back here. It's not enough by 1. All they have to do is have 4 points here. And they have another Jeff. True. GG.
Escaped.
Again, we missed Cerebro. We lost 2 cubes this time, which feels a bit bad. I can't remember if it was my snap. It looks like it was. That was my fault. I would like a backdrop that used more of the game. The panel on right takes up too much space in my opinion. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm going to go more like the Jeff, kind of like the one that Jeff Hoogland has style. think this one needs to be binned off. It's overstayed its welcome. Thanks, Zik. Was it Zik that said it? Oh no. Ziff was talking to Avalon about Overjeff, which was a good call. Thanks, Joey. Kamal Taj not very good for us, I have to say. Was very little. We have the Killmonger though, which is always wonderful when you see a Nebula. Collector. Discard. Perhaps. Perhaps bounce. It is discard. Look at that. So we could have Killmongered here. The reason I didn't Killmonger was in case it was bounce, which is unlikely with Nebula, but possible. The surprise value turn. Killing the Nebula and also killing the Collector in Hala. This is a prime example of a snap before the turn resolves. Uh-oh. We could get punished. Bollocks! As I was saying, prime example. So bad, I can't. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Your support means so much to me. I mean, I kind of stand by the play. Maybe it was a bit obvious, though. Son, I care what they say. Is there any tournaments on? I might have missed one, probably. I think we'll move on soon to a different deck. It is our first time drawing Invisible Woman on 2 for a long time, though. Am I Latino? I am not. I'm English. My parents English, my grandparents English. Oh my god, it's an Invisible Woman mirror. And Lemira shows up as well, just because why not? We absolutely want a Bast before we play the Cerebro. The problem is that we're going to have to wait a turn. I'm going to play Jeff in Crimson Cosmos just because I flipping can, mate. I do what I want when I want. Mate, I think discard is solid. We could play some. Shame Luke Cage isn't getting buffed by the Bast either. Electro Invisible Woman. I am pretty confused.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Is it like Hella or something? Probably is, isn't it? Well, let's see it. Let's see it then, mate. Living Tribunal Hella, maybe? Can they get the 8 cubes from us? The Cerebro. The mystique. What? It's never hella, guys. Flip! Oh, Invisible Woman. Power. Flip! You think you'd rather have Living Tribunal, really? 8Q printer? I mean, mate, this deck did super well. Like, I wasn't supposed to stay in this one. But, I mean, like, I'll keep playing it to prove that it's a juicer. We're just on a bad run. Total stats. Bear in mind we're looking at this at the end of a really bad run. Plus 13 cubes. May. Our win rate was like 65% at one point. Like, this is very solid effort, honestly. I would expect it to have a win rate of around 50% and then just like net more cubes. And we just lost 8 cubes for no reason, right? I've not been playing well, so. Deck's pretty legit. This card seems really good though. Like, I really like this card a lot. It's good in Patriot. It's actually quite okay in Sera Control.
A superb specimen.
Thanks for follow bot.
Truly.
We will switch decks after this one though. To this game. Hopefully we can end it on a win. Main concern is just finding another lane to win, right? Like, the Altar of Death should be fine. Having said that, as a movement gamer, they could Doctor Strange the right, so I actually think I'm just gonna slide in over here. Killmonger's hitting Human Torch, which is really promising. Thanks for follow stream. Beast is not so good in movement, unfortunately, and also squirrels mess you up. Beast is okay. I used to play it in movement, but I ended up cutting it. It's just a little bit too niche, but in fairness, they did hit the Iron Fist and Human Torch together, so. But they didn't get any buffs on Human Torch, like no Bast, no Forge. It's only at 4 points. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Ooh, Wave is a cool play. So we're limited to just one card. And Cloak can move some stuff mid. This poor guy. Living Tribunal Human Torch. What a Chad. Wait, what? Wait, what? Flip! Okay, we're binning the deck off. It's overstayed its welcome. I'll do a quick YouTube intro. I've got like 3 YouTube videos that I've recorded all the gameplay for, but I haven't done intros for, so forgive me for doing this on stream. Shadow King has always been a meme card in Marvel Snap, but now it's in Series 3. There's actually a deck which it fits into surprisingly fantastically. In fact, it was the start of the show. Right now in the meta, there's cards like Angela, Bishop, Nebula, Sunspot, Hitmonkey, and Shadow King is a rare card which does deal with them. The big problem is Shadow King on turn 6 pretty lackluster. You're going to need to combine it with another card. Or, alternatively, an even better approach is combining Shadow King with Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman is now 3 power, Shadow King 3 power, and also the fantastic control card Killmonger is also 3 power. So, we decided to build a Control Cerebro 3 deck. It's the best Cerebro deck I've played this season. Cerebro 2 has always been my preferred version. However, this has been pretty flipping good for us. The surprise value with Invisible Woman does just give you those opportunities to win 8 cubes. And now that Invisible Woman is not an option in Cerebro 2, those decks are very vulnerable to Enchantress. Whereas in this one, we can hide our Cerebro and our Mystique behind our Invisible Woman as well. So she's an amazing card here. We have lots of other control tools like Spider-Man and Professor X to lock down a location. We have Jeff to slot into one of those. If you don't have Jeff, like a lot of people don't, you can definitely replace him. My top pick is going to be... What's my top pick to replace Jeff, guys? What is it? I don't know. Wasp, maybe? Let's say Wasp. My top pick to replace Jeff is probably Wasp, as if it gets basted, it's pretty nice. But there's also a whole bunch of other 3 power cards you could consider. For example, Cosmo is a pretty nice option, as well as Blade or Juggernaut. This intro kind of sucks, bruv. We're also forced into playing Luke Cage because otherwise high evolutionary decks absolutely wreck us. So do bear that in mind. This deck is probably going to have a win rate lower than 50%, but similar to Mr. Negative decks, the opportunity to win 8 cubes with this one is huge. You could also experiment with playing Storm here, because Cerebro decks usually are very good with Storm, as you have ways of putting points into that Storm lane later on, but I did end up cutting it because there's so many other decks in the current meta which really love a flooded location. Overall, definitely not the best deck I've played in my life, but a really fun one, a pretty damn solid list where we ended up climbing a fair bit at infinite rank. Pretty terrible intro, I have to say, but we're rocking with it. Pretty awful intro, that one, but we're rocking with it. All right. Oh yeah, I did actually want to talk about Valk. A lot of people are going to be wondering why we're not playing Valk in this one. I did decide that Shadow King was just slightly better than her. Valk also doing a similar thing to Bast. If you Bast up the Iron Man, your Iron Man is just ridiculously powerful because your Iron Man is going to be getting the Cerebro buffs as well. The big problem that I have with Valkyrie is she's just too expensive. We don't really want to play her on turn 6 because we often want to be playing 2 3-cost cards like Cerebro and Mystique on turn 6, for example, or perhaps 3 2-cost cards like Sentinel, Jeff, Luke Cage, something like that. Valkyrie was just too expensive. Shadow King is a much cheaper alternative, and you can play Shadow King on turn 3 into your Invisible Woman lane and still get that turn 6 surprise value and control. Doesn't Shadow King reset Bast? Yeah, but like you're not Shadow Kinging your Bast lane. This intro kind of sucked, bruv. I might just redo it off stream. All right, let's move on. New deck time. So, I'm pretty interested in Nimrod, I think. I think Nimrod's what I'm most interested in. Also, Mr. Negative, maybe? Mr. Negative or Nimrod? I'm going to do a poll on Twitch while I just go to the loo. Little stretch. Deck. And we have Mr. Negative, Nimrod. 1 minute vote. I'll be right back. In 30 seconds. I'll show you guys these comics actually. I've been absolutely cleaning up at the charity shops recently. I am like the master of the charity shops. What's my surfer list? Same it's always been, still with Kingpin. I just need to turn my green screen filter off and then I can show you these comics. Alright. This is the one I bought yesterday. So I went into the charity shop and I saw them and I was like, I felt like they must have been there for ages because I'd never looked for them. But apparently I asked the lady today, they only just arrived a few days ago. This was the only one I bought yesterday because it was my favorite, but there was like 2 more Spider-Man ones, guys, which I didn't even get because they were gone when I went back today. Pretty flipping cool though. This is from 1989 or something. It is a reprint though, like it's not like the original, but it's like a reprint from 1989. Still pretty flipping cool. Juggernaut. This is my favorite one, like cover-wise. I have not read any of them. I will at some point, I guess. This cost me £5. £5. I'm not really a comic book fan. These are my first ones I ever bought. I also bought this today. Make sure I'm not leaking where I live because of the stickers. I bought this today in a different charity shop, randomly. I thought this would be like a cool thing to show on stream at some point. And also some friends of mine will be really into this. This was £4, which seems like a worse deal than the rest, but still pretty flipping good, right? It's just got like, I don't know if this is actually worth much, but look, Daredevil here. So you can see like the different Daredevil comics for history. Spider-Man was an unexpected smash, so Marvel wanted to capitalize on the momentum. Daredevil launched in 1964, telling the story of lawyer Matt Murdock. I just thought I'd get that too. Okay. This one is not a comic book. Also, by the way, the bag. The bag I actually bought in a charity shop yesterday. A little bit of me. I love Adidas. It's also like nice size for carry-on luggage, I think. I need to measure it, but... bonus reveal. I bought these today. Some pajama bottoms. They were like £4. But now the good stuff. Okay. This one cost me £2. It's so ugly, but it's a watch. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's an Adidas watch, and I got it for £2. Are you serious? Mate, I'm telling you, I clean up at these charity shops. I also, for those that aren't aware, I got like an off-white top, which is like a very, very fancy designer brand from a charity shop. And I got that like 2 weeks ago for £5. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to put this thing on properly, but just so you can kind of get an idea. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's ugly. Also, it looks like my wrist is too fat. Was an issue. That's because I'm trying to put it high up my wrist because I actually have a watch on. I was trying to put 2 watches on one hand. All right. Just as a little example, it's not on properly. Mate, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't work. That's my actual watch. My little Google watch. Pretty fucking cool, mate. Second watch I own. All right, and now the good stuff, which I actually was... These are the other 3 I got today. Like I said, I think there was like 4 more yesterday. Maybe even more. There was a couple Spider-Man ones. Both gone. I definitely got my favourite one, though. Okay, this one was £2.50. The official handbook of Marvel Universe. I'm not really sure this is a comic because it's like a bit weird. But pretty cool. These 2 are actually really nice. These are probably like my 2 ones that my second and third favorites, but they didn't get picked up yesterday. The Punisher and Captain America, Blood and Glory. £5. Oh shit. Is it the same thing? Oh, book 1 of 3, but I don't have book 2 of 3. RIP. I have book 1 of 3 and 3 of 3, but not 2 of 3. That's an issue. Pretty cool though, right? So I guess I'll turn into a comic book collector now. For those of you that don't know, I also have a bunch of like Marvel Masterpiece cards from the 90s. I bought them last year. I was planning on doing a video. Where can I find these charity shops? I know, my talent's just popping off. In that. Bill, very good. Oh, what won the poll, by the way, guys? Who won the poll? I forgot about it. I got 2 of 3 from the same shop. 100 quid for it. From the same shop, eh? Ty? Oh my goodness, Sane. Thank you so much for the sub, by the way, earlier. Yeah, honestly, I've started to appreciate the town a bit more. I was walking around it today a bunch. I did like 17k steps. I was walking around some of the outskirts. Some of it's really pretty. Okay. Negative or Nimrod? I think since it was a tie, we'll go for Nimrod, because that's kind of more what I'm wanting to do. Negative's just same old, but this is going to be a spicy deck. I promise. The main idea of it is going to be to play Nimrod and Negative. Sorry, not Nimrod and Negative. We could do that if I had Galactus, but I don't. I just want to build a Nimrod deck which isn't Galactus, right? So, first up, Nimrod. Carnage. And Venom. Wolverine. Alright, all these are in the deck. What's next, ladies and gents? Book 2 or 3 on eBay UK for £5. Nice one. Yeah, so it looks like I think there was a guy checking them all out yesterday, and that's the only reason I even noticed them, because some guy was checking them out. He left the shop, and then as I bought this one, he came back into the shop. So I reckon he like did some Googling, saw what they were worth, and was like, yep, I'm going to buy them. So, I don't think... Cerebro 5? I don't think so. We want Shuri. For sure. The general idea is going to be Shuri on 4, Nimrod on 5, and then on 6, like Venom, Carnage. We could play Zabu, Wong, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can feel free to share your negative deck. You've piqued my interest. So, you can go Wong and then play, like, Zabu, Psylocke. The problem is it turns into a high roll pile. But we get 20-point Nimrod like this. It's pretty big. So what would the rest of this deck look like? Chavez for sure. So this is one approach. Oh, we already have the one. You can't play Zola, guys, anymore with Nimrod. That's the biggest problem because of Shuri. We have Destroyer and Doom. And then previously, like, I guess the last card we want to play is just, like, something to play on turn 1. So, or maybe even, like, Angel, because... Or maybe just, like, another Destroy card, right? Yeah, like a Deathlock. We're going to give this a spin to start off with. So this is a massive high roll pile. Very similar to lists I played in the past where you Zabu into Wong and then you want to find Shuri. The big problem is that there's just so many pieces of the puzzle you need to find. So yeah, I would imagine we're going to play a different version, like Bucky Barnes, for example. These kinds of things instead. But, in fact, I already think that that's what I want to do. I kind of just don't want to play this version of it. It's too high rolly. We can keep it though and play it a bit later, but for now it's not the one I want to play. It's just a bad deck. Like, it can pop off 1 in 20 games. Here's the Chavez. Okay, so instead we need to have like an actual game plan. Bucky, pretty good card, isn't it? Bucky, we want Wolverine, Carnage, Venom, Deathlock, Venom, Shuri, Nimrod. Okay. So, the problem with this setup right now is we don't really have many, like, legit game plans, right? Because we have the Bucky, the Venom, all this stuff. But if we play, like... I'm trying to think how to phrase this. I have Bucky and Wolverine to play early, but I don't really want to be playing, like, Carnage, Venom, Deathlock until 6. Because I want to play Nimrod on 5 and then these guys on 6. We still are going to want the Chavez. Can you just post the cards, Jakob, so I don't have to, like, import the code? Can you just, like, post what the cards are? It's easier. Thanks. Green Goblin and Hobgoblin. Yeah. I mean, Green Goblin's pretty good. Hobgoblin's not so bad. The Hood seems good. Really good, actually. The other question is, can we play Death? I feel that we cannot. But maybe we could. Is there like any high Evo stuff we could do with this one? I don't think we're too interested in high Evo. Are we interested in Ironlad maybe? Kind of doubt it. Storm's okay with Nimrod. Probably Storm. Gives us something to do on 3. Goose could be okay for similar reasons. Yeah, we could go Yondu if we want to play Death. It's true. I actually don't hate the sound of Death and Yondu. Because we can still just play Death as a turn 6 play, right? Even if she's not that reduced. Death does sound good enough to play. Yondu doesn't seem that bad either. Therefore. Or maybe just like a Nebula. Like Nebula's just cracked. Yeah, I think we want to play Death. The question is Yondu worth it? Probably is. It probably is. This actually looks pretty okay. But also like Nebula's so broken. Like imagine not playing her, right? Yeah, Yondu's also a nice trick. That's true. So we're like a fake Galactus deck. So, the main thing that I think this one's missing is whatever card I just said. What card was I just talking about? Saying that I wanted to play? Nebula. Is there anything here which we could replace for Nebula? Not really. The Yondu. I think Nebula's got to be better than Yondu because of how OP this card is. But we don't get to roleplay then. So let's try it like this. Fake Galactus. All right. Means Cooper. What a play. We draw that squirrel girl, but it actually stops us drawing. Bit of a stinker. Cooper the Smelly Pooper. I don't think it's a bot. They took a lot of time on turn 1 after I played a card. Pretty sure it's not a bot, therefore. I really like Angel as a card. I think it's very underrated. Underappreciated. So, we have Nimrod, but no Shuri. I guess we still want to probably go for it. I can see, like, them having Killmonger too, so we probably don't want to have a Squirrel Girl down. It's just such a bad use of energy, isn't it? Yeah, it looks solid, Yaku. You could improve it though, I think. It's not perfect. Like the Dark Hawk, I think. The Sera, rather. There's better things than Sera. I would replace Sera. And probably Dark Hawk also, I don't think quite makes the cut. I think we're losing this one. To be honest with you, but we're going to give it a go. Maybe it is a bot after all that. And a key off Triskelen. I can't play Death and the Deathlock, unfortunately. But I can do this. I just doubt it's really worth it, right? Oh.
Victory.
Alright, let's try again. That was a very slow first game. I think card abilities don't work when they're in the deck, which is why Mop. It's also my sister's nickname, Mop. Hey Jax, good to see you, mate. How are you? Alright, we got the Yondu. I'm actually very happy to give them a Yondu because it helps my death. Yeah, I think it was a bot as well. Yeah, Darkhawk's fine. I just think there's better cards than Mr. Negative. I'll show you what my Mr. Negative deck will look like after this. Venom is good, but bad with Necroshar. So let's go off to the right. Against discard. We have the Shuri. Take the Deathlock on Wolverine here. No sign of Nimrod just yet. I might not have played the Deathlock if I knew I was getting Nimrod for sure.
Enough said, bub. Wind, aid my hand.
So at this point, I'm not feeling very confident, so I'm just going for the hoping that I hit what I want to hit kind of line. which was either Nimrod or the thingamajigger that I just played. But yeah, the Shuri is not popping off here, regrettably. We'll just go next. Chavez the Chavez variant's nice. Do you guys prefer to play Wolverine over Bucky? I don't know. So far this deck is feeling pretty bad, guys. I don't think we should be too surprised by that though.
Not all dragons.
Yo! Mr. Abler, my friend. Thank you so much for the raid. We had a good stream, mate. You snapping it up? Guys, my friend Mr. Abler here makes amazing content. I've known him for a very long time through Gwent. And he's now doing Marvel Snap content as well, so please do go check him out. Highly recommended. We're going to want a Storm. It is also feeling like we probably want Killmonger here in this one. Because of how good Sunspot, Nebula, these kinds of cards are right now. And it's also helping our death a lot. New York, I'm not really liking the look of. So I think that's going to be my Storm lane. Sunspot, Invisible Woman. Might be Hella. We can go Bucky, Carnage. Perhaps. Try that last deck. Wong Shuri destroy Nimrod, please. This is boring.
Aid my hand.
Boring so far. It might pop off. But yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling too optimistic about it, I have to say. Thanks for the feedback. And your honesty. Yeah, the Iceman is ugly. There's a weird variant, isn't it? Alright, it's Patriot. We could go Shuri Death. Let's go for it. So the obvious play from them is Doom here, right? I mean, we could do this and end up with some more points mid. I don't think we need more points to the right. If we stay in, we just go for this. It's Ultron. I think we just lose to that then, even if... Like, our best case is Wolverine. Wolverine goes right, and then mid. That's the most points we can get here. Oh! Oh! Oh, we don't even have enough to flipping right, though. Bollocks. Yeah, I'm kind of also not feeling this one. Not feeling this deck. Yeah, like the Zola is just too bad, man. The Zola is just too bad. No. I don't even know if I want to try this. Maybe let's just look at Mr. Negative instead. Nimrod's just looking like a lost cause, unfortunately. I don't really want to play this other deck. It's too high rolly. Let's look at Mr. Negative then. I already know pretty much what my favorite deck looks like. Psylocke, Zabu. Negative. Mystique, Bast. Trying to build it in like a order which I already kind of know there's some cards in here which aren't super obvious, but I'm wanting to put like the most obvious cards in first. Leader's okay, I think, as well. Leader's pretty legit right now. I think we want to play Leader. We want to play Iron Fart. With this new variant we just got. I absolutely adore Wong. I think it's so good in Mr. Negative. Wolfsbane also therefore makes the cut. 2 slots left, ladies and gents. Nothing jumping out at me. Hitmonkey's okay. Not sold on it being the motive though. Bishop's okay. Don't really like it. Jubilee's okay. Meh. White Tiger's actually okay, but kind of competes for value with Leader. Is there anything I'm forgetting that's like must have? Magic? Yeah, magic. Magic's must have. Yeah, Tiger's good, but Tiger competes a lot with Leader. I guess that's fine though. Just have one of them. Let's play one. I actually don't like Zola that much. I don't like Panther that much. Panther's okay. I'm not going to play it. Rogue? Yeah, Rogue's not a bad shout. I guess the question is how many ongoing decks is Rogue beating? Probably not that many. I don't have Galactus. Don't own it. Yeah, Zola can be great, but it's just a bit too niche, I think, overall. Often, like, you have full locations and stuff. Iron Lad, Luffy says. Iron Lad. So, Iron Lad's an interesting shout. Couple problems. One is that if it gets negative, it's unplayable. But it's actually not so bad. Gambit's not a bad shout. There's not many armors right now. Blue Marvel's okay. Not a huge fan of it. See if there's anything else jumping out to me. Hitmonkey's okay. Darkhawk's okay. Kang's okay. I actually don't like Warlock in this deck. I think it's just better to have like more payoff cards, right? Like, it's very rare that you can actually play Warlock to pop off. You can occasionally though. Same reason I don't like Jane Foster in these decks. Morph's okay. Jubilee's alright. Rogue's not so bad. White Tiger's okay. It's one of these cards, I think, like White Tiger, Rogue, something. I have played Hitmonkey in this one before, yeah. Shuri's not so bad either. Problem with Shuri is that you tend to play her in your Wong lane, and your Wong lane you're already pretty good in. Silver Surfer is not the worst card either to hit the Mystique. But you're kind of, if you're putting Surfer in, you kind of want to put Brood in as well. Blue Marvel's definitely an option. Alright, let's make a decision then. See if there's anything else. So this last spot is the most flexible spot, right? Like, there's not really that many good options. Super Scroll? Is Super Scroll good, guys? Super Scroll could be good. I think I played Super Scroll last time I played Negative, right? Let's do it. If we're saying that all the cards are pretty average, why not just go for one that's just winning you some matchups on its own, right? There's a decent amount of ongoing cards right now. It's like these Iron Lad decks, for example. Yeah, this one's all in on Negative. Kind of regret not putting Wong into Dark Dimension actually, because I quite like to magic and I can only magic the left. What did the next tech for not drawing Negative look like? I'm not really sure. My honest opinion is probably not very good. I think you just have to go all in on Negative. I've tried some stuff with like Nimrod Destroyer Negative in the past. With like this Zabu, and maybe that's what we'll do with the Zabu Psylocke. It'll be like a Mr. Negative Nimrod hybrid. Yeah, it's true, we can't Negative. So I was definitely supposed to Wong Dark Dimension. So Wong Mystique is absolutely extraordinary how many points it can be. Feeling pretty good. We'll just go Wolfsbane Ironheart. Nice, okay. Bad gameplay from me, but never punished. Let's go. Pretty happy to give them Psylocke. We definitely want to avoid this until turn 6. Wong to the right unless we hit Neg. I guess we're going Wong mid instead then. Bit of a pain. We might just not want to Mystique the Wong anymore either. Having said that, like Ironheart into the Wong Mystique lane is pretty flipping good. Or maybe Leader down the line. Oh, they just gave me Lockjaw Wasp. I'm not sure that was a very wise decision, my friend. They've also got a Wong and a Mystique now from us, which with Thor's hammer is rather intimidating. We'll take the magic onto Lechu, maybe. Maybe we don't even bother. Like, it might just favor them more than it does us. I think we're just in a bad spot. We're going to concede as soon as they snap. Let's just go for this. Basically, I'm just hoping I can slam Leader into my Wongs on turn 7. So I'm playing the magic to just increase my odds of drawing Leader. It seems like our only out, really. They just gave us another Wong. Also stop us drawing a card. Pretty interesting I have another Wong now. I can go Wong off to the right maybe? I don't know. We have Leader, Negative, Zabu, Bast in the deck. Oh. Please not Leader. Please not Leader. Such is life with Mr. Negative. You just have to stick these around for such a long time sometimes, even when you're losing. But yeah, this deck is all about just getting those one cube losses and those big high cube wins. Finally have the Psylocke into negative. Most likely Galactus is what we're up against here. I regret not snapping. I tried to snap like last second. Wow, this is insane with negative. Absolutely bonkers good. Actually, maybe it's not that good because all these cards get shuffled back, right? Nah, it is very good. Magic going is fine. Ah, it's actually some kind of destroy deck instead. Sabertooth gamer, you have to respect it. So left is looking like a struggle, but we're going to try and win the other two. I'm not so sure that Super Scroll is really doing much for us ever here. Quite like to Mystique the Iron Man. Having said that, negative zone is a problem, so let's Mystique here instead. So the Iron Man already puts us at 14. So I think we're just supposed to do this. But I actually think I want to get more buffs to the right. Oh, they just don't even play anything mid? What? We should have it then on a tiebreaker. I'd be very surprised if we don't. Probably just win it anyway. Like, see what I mean about the Wong mystique? It's insanely good. Here comes the Iron Mans. It really is the star of the show in this deck. Very, very underrated. Like, obviously, tunnel vision on Mystique in the Iron Man, but my god.
Victory.
Why did I think new season was today? No, Tuesday, mate. Tuesday, not Thursday. I guess we had the OTA patches every Thursday before. Probably why. New season is the one I'm most excited for a long time with movement stuff. Right up my street, you already know. Probably going to be live like for when it comes out. That's my new plan. I need to like start getting on just being around when new stuff releases, because I just never get to upload content for new stuff because it comes out so late my time. Think, wow, easy, Mr. Negative Perfect and Rickety Bridge. I was thinking about pairing up with Sunspot.
A superb specimen, truly.
Sunspot Electro, most likely a... Thanks for the follow also. Most likely some kind of just normal ramp deck, which is a problem because of the dreaded Sandman. That probably helps us out though, in terms of maybe avoiding the Sandman. Joke to the left just seems like a no-brainer here. Rickety Bridge or Superflow are both good, most likely. Nice play. They're really restricting the amount of cards I can draw here. I don't know what that is. I don't want to say it in case it's a D's nuts joke. Random Jubilee into Dino. Definitely looks like an Electro deck. Super Scroll, hello sunshine. Let's go for the risky Hobgoblin. Oh my. Would you guys be that surprised if they are going to flipping Scarlet Witch it? They're the kind of people that would play Scarlet Witch just like Magic, just to Scarlet Witch it. I wouldn't be that surprised, I have to say. Oh, and they snap! I think they're going for it. I'm going to play around it. I think Super Scroll is 4 points plus. Say I play it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I guess it's better to. Oh, no, it's not better to play. 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 points plus 8. 12. Sunspot might grow. Let's do it like this. Oh, they can't because it's flipping Limbo. I'm a donut. Sad that I played my leader already, innit? I'm a donut. Looks like we're fine though, but obviously leader was just so OP here. You wouldn't be that surprised if they go to win the right, would you? Mistakes were made. The leader was so winning after a wave. Yeah, but it was a donut. I mean, it's good that I played all my cards out, I guess. Because I'm not really sure I would have played around wave, to be completely frank. What the hell is that? That was weird. GG though. I'll take the win. Mr. Negative was actually my highest cube rate deck last season, by the way, or 2 seasons ago. Like, there's way less waves, way less leeches. First question is, do we bast or not? I think our bast gets better here. It's usually not correct to play it on 1. The logic being is it can end up losing you points, but more often than not, it's going to gain you points. Because you get more cards in hand, which benefit off of it. All of these. I guess we're just playing Bast here and nothing else. This is looking like a kind of concede though, with Vibranium Mines showing up. Wong a turn late as well. Maybe Wong Mystique leader on 6 to get the Hulks. But we'd need to be ahead quite a bit. Because, oh, they can actually Hulk this turn. Maybe we go leader now. Let's go leader into Wong. The turn 5 Hulk Predicky. You wouldn't be surprised, would you? I certainly wouldn't be that surprised. Let's see it. Come on, show us the Hulk. Mid. Not right. If they play right, then we're screwed. We're banking on Hulk mid, guys. But I think it's correct to make a play like this because we're in such a losing position. Okay, I can work with Doom, actually. What a wank play, though, from them. Why would they do that? If we assume that they're just going to slam Hulk, it seems very difficult for us to win. I'm going to go next. All about just minimizing those losses with the stack. Yeah, Spidey is feeling pretty oppressive, but actually the issue with Spidey is how easy it is to win the Storm lanes right now. I actually think that's the biggest problem, because Storm Spidey's always been so good, but it's just too easy to win Storm lanes right now. Like, the high Evo cards are so cracked with it. Nebula's massively overtuned. I think that that's the main problem, honestly. We have to give them Wong, which is not ideal. The king of one cube losses right now. Only takes one 8 cube win every 8 losses. Spider-Man High Evo. Yeah, I was actually playing that yesterday and absolutely farmed. Probably going to be tomorrow's YouTube video. I completely crushed it. Like, just hardly lost. Best deck I've played this season by quite a distance. I'll show you the stats after this. Let's actually take Wong off to the left then, because we don't want a monster in our Wong lane, really.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Pretty crappy turn, to be frank. Kind of feels like we need to do this. Lockjaw? Probably should have held on to the Wolfsbane on reflection. Just gone for the Iron Man midline. Magic's doing very little for us here. Yeah, 66% win rate, 30 cubes after 24 games with lockdown. Ridiculously strong.
Mjolnir.
Nice. That is very nice, mate. Looks good. Looks real good. We won't snap because they're likely to retreat if I do. Possible we could still lose. Very unlikely. Well, at least it was only 2 cubes. Magneto's really good right now, by the way. Really, really good. Deals with these lockdown decks quite well because they have like Storm, Cyclops, all these kinds of things. Yeah, my two top decks I've played Lockjaw and Lockdown. This deck kind of feels like it wants a proactive 3 if you miss Zabu. Or if you miss Psylocke Zabu rather. But I think you just have to accept that if you're missing those cards, you kind of toast. Super Scroll turns into Goose.
Wind, aid my
Could be interesting. We'll give up on the Storm, I guess. I think I'm going to controversially snap. Bad timing to snap, really. I could have probably gotten away with the snap a little bit later. Oh my god. What a Chad. Playing the King. I'm actually not very confident anymore because they're playing the optimal version. They're playing the optimal version of the deck, so I'm actually not that confident. Juggernaut is a real problem for us now. What we need to do here, ladies and gents, is simple. We need to get initiative, which means we need to be winning the right. It's possible they Sera as well, right? And then we need to leader to copy the jug, and our jug goes first. That's how we win. Seems unlikely. That is the only approach I can think of us actually winning, though. So we need to get initiative first, which is already a problem. It's not easy. We kind of just have to Wong, don't we, really? Because then we get leader. Just have to hope that we somehow get initiative here. I think it's possible. I think we maybe let them have their fun. I don't know. Should we let them do it? They might not find the jug, in fairness. Let's see it. Kingpin's so good, man. See why I play it. I was feeling very confident if it wasn't for Kingpin, but yeah. Nah, they're gonna Kingpin left. Oh, they're gonna jug left, rather. Flip! Well, they had a Cosmo anyway.
I am Iron Man.
Again, we're supposed to retreat here, but... not really feeling negative. Play some surf for ourselves, maybe. I suppose maybe discard. Meh. Is it time to play Sera in Surfer decks? I'm not really liking Rogue that much right now. Because there's not really that many Dinos Darkhawks. Could been off Rogue, put Sera in. Hey, Clicks. Man, I'm so excited for Conquest mode. I don't know how like some of these guys are streaming as much as they are when there's so much like if I just had like some kind of ladder to play for, my enjoyment of this game would improve immeasurably, but probably a big reason I've been not streaming so much recently is like, and even when I do stream, often after like around like the 2-3 hour mark, I'm gonna like, well, what do we do now? You know, because there's not much to play for. Really hoping that they add more stuff in the future, near future. That's Cosmo over here. Let's snap. Why not? We can fill up the raft pretty easily. Got that surfer list from a cool streamer. Let's go, Gentle XGG. I knew I was losing, mate. As soon as I saw the Kingpin, I was feeling confident until the Kingpin came down, and then I knew. But they're playing the superior version. Nothing to play, unfortunately. Experience card for me for the first time, not having tokens for Jeff and Iron Lad, knowing High Evolutionary is coming. Yeah, this month's been rough. I really hate the card acquisition system in this game. It's my least favourite thing about it by a distance. I think I'm gonna call it, guys. This, I need a new mode, bruv. It's supposed to come soon, so... Just like slamming ladder when there's like nothing to actually play for is... not ideal. Could play some Outlast with Tia though. One sec. That's a big Angela, mate. Innit? Bloody Nora.
A superb specimen.
That's ridiculous. We don't have initiative, so Cosmo is a whiff. I have no surfer, so I don't feel confident with... I guess we're just doing this. I mean, I just lose, right? Because I don't have enough points to the right.
Escaped.
Just hit him for the first time? Let's go, Leandro. Congrats, mate. That's awesome, dude. I'm quite liking the look of Surfer, though. Should be decent. Sera's incredible with Citadel. Let's just absolutely secure the bag here. Okay, Sera's no longer that impressive. I can go for it still, probably. They have 7 in hand. Wow, okay. It's only turn 6 Kingpin goes through, so we have to jug now. We also follow it up with a Cosmo. Doesn't mean I can't surf her. Oh, GG, we lose. Alright, I'm going to call it there, guys, I think. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Getting back into the swing of streaming. I just don't quite feel... I don't know, after like 3 hours, I'm just kind of done. We could do some variety, like some chess. Also, there's potential of doing Outlast. Maybe I'll play a little bit of chess. But I'm going to end it there for Snap and for the YouTube stream. So thanks for watching on YouTube. I really appreciate it. If you want to watch me play some chess, I'm live on my Twitch right now.